was negative 6x plus 9 equals negative 21. What would I do first? Subtract 9 from each side. So be careful here. What is negative 21 minus 9? Negative 30. So these cancel. I'm left with negative 6 times what equals negative 30. What would I do next? Divide by negative 6. And what is negative 30 divided by negative 6? Positive 5. Okay. Number 3. Stop me if you have any questions. Number 3 was, they labeled it like this. Well, they gave the negative in front. Okay. There's two different, well, there's more than two different ways that you can solve this. But I like to assign the negative sign to the actual number. Otherwise, if I assign the negative sign to the variable, you have to understand that that's a negative 1, and you're going to have one more step by dividing by negative 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it to the 4. What would I do first? Subtract 3 from each side. I'm left with what divided by negative 4 equals, what's 18 minus 3? 15. Then what would I do? Multiply both sides by negative 4. And then I would get Q is negative 60. Number 4. What's the difference between 3 and 4? There's no negative. So here, it's just Q divided by 4 plus 3 equals 18. I'm kind of solving this way. Oh, it's in the double. No, I'll go with both. Okay, so minus 3 on each side, and I get what divided by 4 equals 18 minus 3, which is 15. Multiply both sides by 4, and what's the difference in my answers? It's not a negative 60, it's just positive 60. Is there a difference between negative 60 and positive 60? Yes. Number 5. Number 5 is the same as number 2. Okay. Number 6. So we'll skip number 5. We'll just do number 6. Is everybody good on this? Can I go to the next page? Okay. Number 6. Where am I going to put my negative sign? I'm going to assign it to the 7. So negative 7 minus 2 equals 19. What would I do first? I'd add 2 to both sides, right? So I'm going to add 2 to both sides, and I get what divided by negative 7 equals, what's 19 plus 2? 21. A common mistake would be to put W equals 3, right? Because they see that it's being divided, or negative 3, they see that it's being divided by negative 7, and they take 21 and divide by negative 7. We should do the opposite. Because 3 divided by negative 7 is not 21. Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 7. And when I do that, what do I get? Negative 147. Okay. Number 7. What's the first thing I would do with number 7? I would distribute. So I'm going to distribute the correct solution. Number 8. What would I do first? Number 8. What would I do first? Distribute. So when I distribute, -2 times 6n ends up being -12n. And you got to see here, you've got -2 times -5. So this becomes +10. Everybody follow me on that part? Right. This could be, I mean, sometimes it may be beneficial to say, add the opposite here so that you know that ends up being -2 times -5. But we'll leave it like that. Now what would I do?
You would subtract
10 from each side. So be careful here. What is, well, I get -12 times what equals, what's -26 minus 10?
-36.
-36. And then I would divide both sides by -12. And I get n equals positive or negative? Positive what? 3. Any questions on that one? Number 9. Why is number 9 different than the other ones we were doing?
It uses 2 variables.
It has 2 variables. Are they on the same side of the equal sign or are they on different sides? Same. So I don't have to move anything over, but I can combine these two. So this ends up, if you look at it like this, ends up being -5x plus -8x, which is what? -13x. So I get -13x plus 6 equals -150. Now what would I do? Subtract 6 from each side. And I'm left with -13 times what equals, what's -150 minus 6? -156. Divide both sides by -13, and what do you get? Positive 12. Questions on that one? What about number 10? Number 10 is very similar to number 9. Can I do a case? Okay. All right. Number 10 was -3n plus 18 plus 5n equals 38. First thing I'm going to do is combine these two. So what's -3n plus 5n?
2.
So I get 2n plus 18 equals 38. What would I do next? Subtract 18 from each side. And I get 2n equals 20. Divide both sides by 2. And I get n equals what? 10. Good. Number 11. Okay, so why is number 11, or how is number 11 different from the other ones we've been doing? Yes?
Because
3x is minus 3 times 4, which is, and go ahead and see that this is 1x. So, what would I do? Would I subtract 1x? I've got to get all my x's on one side before I can get x by itself. Okay, so would I subtract 9x from each side or 1x from each side, or does it matter? It doesn't matter. I'm going to subtract 1x from each side so I don't end up with a negative coefficient. When I do that, 9x minus 1x is 8x minus 12 equals, and I'm left with 3. Now what would I do? Add 12 to each side. Right? So I'm going to add 12 and then add 12. And I get 8 times what equals 15. Divide both sides by 8, and you get an improper fraction. So you could leave it like this. You could leave it like this, or you could write it as a decimal, which would be 1 point something.
Well, I might actually which first.
No, it does have a solution. There is a number. It's just going to take, but it doesn't have to be a whole number to still be a solution. It can still, because when you plug this in, which would be 1 point, probably 8 or 9 something.
877.
Right, when you plug in 1.875 here, it makes a true statement. So there is a number, because 1.875 is a number. It's just not a whole number. So a no solution was something a little bit different. And there will be one on the test tomorrow that has, Monday, that has no solution. Okay, number 13. 13 is the same. Oh, it does the same thing. It ends up, okay. So 13, it's 10:20 right now. What's the first thing I would do? What time are you supposed to get up? Okay, sounds good. What's the first thing I would do? Here. Distribute. So I'm going to rewrite 1x plus 3 equals, what's 4 times 3? 12x minus, what's 4 times 6? So what would I do next? I got to get all my x's on one side. You can subtract 12x from each side, but again, I don't want a negative coefficient, so I'm going to subtract 1x from each side. When I do that, I get 3 equals 11x minus 24. Then what would I do?
Oops.
Add 24 to each side. And then what's 3 plus 24? So I get 27 equals 11 times what? Divide both sides by 11, and we get an improper fraction again. Still the real number, it says solve the inequalities and graph the solution. So 15 was same, right, as this. 16 was what divided by 2 is less than -5. I'm just going to multiply both sides by 2, right? Now, am I having to multiply by a negative coefficient? No. So, do I have to flip the inequality sign? No. -5 times 2 is -10. And then to graph that, all we would need is a hollow dot at -10 with an arrow to the left. Okay. Yes. It's you're 10:30, right? It's 10:25. Okay. Yes.
On number 14, I did everything right, but when I circled what letter it should be, but I didn't write.
That's okay. All right. Number 17. I'll squeeze that one in. Number 17. -2 times what is less than -8? What would I do to find the solution? Divide both sides by -2. Now, this is a negative coefficient. So when I have an inequality by negative coefficient, I have to flip the sign. But -8 divided by -2 is +4. To graph that, it would be a hollow dot at 4 with an arrow to the right, meaning any number that is greater than 4 would make that statement true. Number 18. Number 18, what would I do first? Number 18 was 3 plus 4x is less than 15. So I would subtract 3 from both sides. When I do that, and remember, don't make the mistake of writing an equal sign. It's not an equal sign, it's an inequality sign. So I get 4 times what is less than 12. Divide both sides by 4, and I get any number that is less than 3 will make that statement true. To graph it, we just need a hollow dot at 3 with an arrow to the left. Yes. Number 19. What would I do for number 19?
One from both sides.
Yep.
Then we do divide x by 5.
X is greater than 2. To graph that, here, any number that's greater than 2 will make the original statement true. All right, number 20. What would I do with number 20?
Subtract 7.
Yep, subtract 7 from both sides. What's 27 minus 7?
20.
Okay, now what would I do? Times -5. Now what happens when I multiply by a negative number when I have an inequality? So I'm going to have to flip the inequality symbol this way. What's 20 times -5? -100. So any number that is greater than -100 would make that statement true. Last one. Last one. Last one. 21. Was what divided by 2 plus 1